The problem with being in healthcare in the 21st century, the problem you and I face is that we're on a sinking ship. We bail faster and faster and we work harder and harder to try to help our patients, but there are forces working against us that are even greater. Let me explain what I mean. A recent study by the CDC shows that 4 in 10 school-age children already have a chronic disease or health condition, and by the time they reach adulthood, 6 in 10 American adults right now have a chronic disease or health condition. This is unprecedented in history, and this is something that I think about a lot as a healer, as a healthcare provider, because this bears directly on me and on you and on the work that we're trying to do. You know, after more than 20 years as a practitioner, one of the things that continually rests itself on my mind and on my heart is how much we go back to the beginning to understand the ending. How much the classics, the original, the ancient wisdom informs our modern day. And if you're a practitioner, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. You know, recently I was back to the Yellow Emperor's Classic, rereading and remanifesting some of those ideas in my life. And I want to share something that I ran across that really impressed me. In the past, people practiced the Tao, the way of life. They understood the principle of balance, of yin and yang, as represented by the transformation of the energies of the universe. Thus, they formulated practices to promote energy flow and meditation to help maintain and harmonize themselves with the universe. They ate a balanced diet at regular times, arose and retired at regular hours, avoided overstressing their bodies and minds, and refrained from overindulgence of all kinds. They maintained well-being of body and mind. Thus, it is not surprising that they lived over 100 years. These days, people have changed their way of life. They drink wine as though it were water. They indulge excessively in destructive activities and drain their jing and deplete their qi. They do not know the secret of conserving their energy and vitality. Seeking emotional excitement and momentary pleasures, people disregard the natural rhythm and order of the universe. They fail to regulate their lifestyle and diet and sleep improperly. So, it is not surprising that they look old at 50 and die soon after. That was written over 2,000 years ago, and yet it so perfectly describes the times we live in. The fact is, I've never seen so many deficient patients before. People that are just depleted, that have so little to work with. And this applies even to those who are trying to do the right things, that are taking care of their lifestyle, that are eating well. The medicine is powerful and you can do the work. But when patients are so depleted and have so little qi to work with, it's like trying to alter the course of a river when there's nothing there but a little trickle of water. And so it takes more visits, it takes more work, and it takes more out of you as a practitioner. But we have limited reserves ourselves to work with. And so working harder and more visits and trying more things isn't the answer. It's a challenge. What can we do? Well, we go back to the basics, don't we? We go back to the universal truths that have always applied since the beginning. The first universal truth is this, that there is a life force energy called qi, that it animates all living things, that it is responsible for all the functions of the body, and that ultimately, if it is properly directed, balanced, and transformed, health is the result. And secondly, another universal truth, practitioners, healers like you, can affect that qi. One thought, and we're going to talk more about this, is a recent discovery that is really incredible about the nature and purpose of light. Ultimately, this divine life force energy, this qi, is light. One more quote from the Yellow Emperor's text. The heavenly energy is bright and clear, continually circulates and has great virtue. This is because it does not radiate its brilliance. For if it did proclaim itself, neither the sun nor the moon would be visible. The heavenly energy naturally circulates and communicates with the earth's energy. The heavenly energy descends and the earthly energy ascends. When this intercourse takes place and these energies merge, the result is a balance of sunshine and rain, wind and frost, the 4 seasons. Since this magnificent light, this energy source called Qi, exists and is real, the question is, how do we get more of it into our patients? What can we do as practitioners to help build those reserves so that they can heal? You know, the ancient texts talk about the practitioner being the conduit, the means for gathering and catching that divine heavenly light and concentrating it into the patient through the needle. But if the practitioner is depleted as well, then we're back to the same problem. How can we get more of that light? My name is Dr. Adrian Larson. I've been an acupuncturist, a chiropractic physician, and a healer for over 20 years. And I've devoted my life to trying to help other healers reach their maximum potential and help everybody that we can. The next video, we're going to talk a little bit more about what we can do.